Parenting is a complex and challenging journey, filled with highs and lows, joys and sorrows, and every parent makes mistakes along the way, learning and growing with each experience. However, some parenting styles go beyond occasional missteps and create a toxic environment that can have long-lasting effects on a child's mental and emotional well-being. These environments are often marked by a lack of empathy, understanding, and respect. Toxic parenting is characterized by a persistent pattern of harmful behaviors and attitudes that damage a child's self-esteem, sense of security, and overall development. This can include constant criticism, emotional neglect, and even manipulation. Children are especially vulnerable to the damaging effects of toxic parenting because they are still developing their sense of self and their understanding of the world. Their young minds are impressionable and can be deeply affected by negative experiences. When parents consistently engage in behaviors that are emotionally invalidating, manipulative, or abusive, it can create deep-seated wounds that can impact a child's mental health well into adulthood. These wounds often manifest in various forms of psychological distress. The effects of toxic parenting can be insidious, often manifesting as anxiety, depression, relationship problems, and a range of other mental health challenges. These issues can persist and evolve, affecting every aspect of an individual's life. Recognizing the signs of toxic parenting is crucial for breaking free from the cycle of dysfunction and embarking on a path toward healing and recovery. Awareness is the first step toward change. It is important to remember that you are not alone in this journey. Many others have walked this path and found ways to heal. Many people have experienced the pain of toxic parenting, and there is hope for healing and growth. Support groups, therapy, and self-reflection can be powerful tools in this process. By understanding the dynamics of toxic parenting and seeking support, you can begin to reclaim your life and build healthy, fulfilling relationships. Remember, the journey to healing is a gradual process, but with persistence and support, it is entirely possible. Toxic parents often exhibit a range of behaviors that can be emotionally and psychologically damaging to their children. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step towards understanding the impact of toxic parenting and taking steps to protect yourself. Here are some common signs of toxic parents. Constant criticism. Toxic parents are masters of criticism, constantly belittling their children's accomplishments, appearance, and choices. They rarely offer praise or encouragement, creating an environment where children feel inadequate and unworthy. Control and manipulation. Toxic parents often use manipulation and control to maintain power and dominance over their children. They may use guilt trips, threats, or emotional blackmail to get their way, leaving their children feeling trapped and suffocated. Lack of empathy and emotional support. Toxic parents struggle to understand and validate their children's emotions. They may dismiss, minimize, or even mock their children's feelings, leaving them feeling unheard and alone. Unrealistic expectations. Toxic parents often set impossibly high standards for their children, creating a constant sense of pressure and inadequacy. Failure to meet these expectations is met with criticism and disappointment, leaving children feeling like they can never measure up. Growing up with toxic parents can have a profound and lasting impact on a child's mental and emotional well-being. The environment in which a child is raised plays a crucial role in shaping their mental health and overall development. The constant exposure to negativity, criticism, and emotional manipulation can create deep-seated wounds that affect a child's self-esteem, relationships, and overall outlook on life. This toxic environment can make children feel like they are never good enough, no matter how hard they try. Children of toxic parents often struggle with feelings of worthlessness, self-doubt, and insecurity. These feelings can persist into adulthood, making it difficult for them to achieve their full potential. The constant barrage of criticism erodes their self-confidence, making it difficult for them to believe in themselves and their abilities. This lack of self-belief can hinder their academic and professional achievements. They may also develop a fear of failure, constantly striving to please their parents and avoid their disapproval. This fear can lead to perfectionism and an inability to cope with mistakes or setbacks. Moreover, toxic parenting can make it challenging for children to form healthy relationships later in life. The emotional neglect they experienced can leave them feeling unworthy of love and support. The lack of emotional support and empathy from their parents can lead to a fear of intimacy and a difficulty trusting others. This can result in a pattern of unstable and unfulfilling relationships. They may find themselves repeating unhealthy relationship patterns, drawn to partners who mirror the dynamics of their childhood. This cycle can be difficult to break without proper awareness and intervention. The emotional scars of toxic parenting can manifest in various ways, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and eating disorders. These issues can severely impact their quality of life and overall well-being. It is essential to recognize the link between toxic parenting and mental health issues to seek appropriate support and begin the healing process. Therapy, support groups, and self-help resources can provide the necessary tools for recovery and personal growth. Section 4. Trapped in a cycle: mental health issues. Stemming from toxic upbringing. The emotional trauma from toxic parents can lead to lasting mental health issues. These issues often persist into adulthood, shaping an individual's life. These issues impact relationships, career, and well-being. Constant stress can make forming healthy connections difficult, leading to isolation. Anxiety is a common result of toxic parenting. It affects every aspect of life, from work performance to social interactions. Children in toxic environments often develop chronic stress, leading to physical health issues. They may experience panic attacks and social anxiety, making daily activities challenging. Depression is also prevalent, with emotional scars requiring professional help to heal. Constant negativity and lack of validation lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair. Depression can manifest as persistent sadness and loss of interest in activities. Toxic parenting can also lead to personality disorders, complicating relationships and self-identity. These disorders stem from early trauma and affect every aspect of life. Individuals may turn to substance abuse to cope, leading to further issues. Drugs and alcohol provide temporary relief, but can lead to dependency and more emotional turmoil. Section 5. Breaking free: steps towards healing and recovery. Healing from the wounds of toxic parenting is a journey that requires courage, self-compassion, and a commitment to personal growth. It is essential to remember that you are not alone in this journey and that there is hope for a brighter future. Here are some steps you can take to begin the healing process. Acknowledge and validate your experiences. The first step towards healing is to acknowledge the reality of your experiences and validate the pain you have endured. Toxic parenting is a form of emotional abuse, and it is crucial to recognize that your feelings are valid and that you are not to blame for your parents' behavior. Educate yourself about toxic parenting. Understanding the dynamics of toxic parenting can empower you to break free from unhealthy patterns and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional wellness and self-care tips videos.